Oh shit, it's time, let's go.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2, and welcome to GGG Live. Today we're going to show you an exclusive reveal for what's coming next for Path of Exile 2. Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream, so you'll be able to claim your Verdant Wilds dodge roll effect by following the instructions below.
Ooh.
Now today it's finally time to show off a new
cool.
class that we know everyone in the community's been waiting for. So let's roll the trailer for Path of Exile 2, The Last of the Druids.
Can you get a headache from over-hydrating? I don't think so. You can get drowned. Oh, he's naked again. But...
Well, well. What have we got here then?
You lost, fella.
You lost.
We're talking to you.
I asked you a question.
Ooh.
What's wrong with him?
Ah, he's lost his bloody mind.
Hold up. I saw that back, the back jump where he falls over, and I was like, oh no. It's not forward movement, it's backwards movement. Fuck. That was my thought, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, it's rolling wait, rolling magma? Was that in the game already or no? Who the fuck knows? Dragon? Yeah, dragon transformation looks pretty fucking cool.
I will find you, Eve.
Eve?
Now as you can see, the Druid is a shape-shifting elemental spellcaster. After his fellow Druids were destroyed by the King in the Mists, the Druid lost his humanity in the forests of Ogham, where he wandered for years as a beast. Now, finally reawakened,
You call this
he's
a
determined
gay
to find
furry
his lost
update?
wife and regain his humanity.
What the
The
fuck?
Druid has been one of the hardest classes for us to design. As well as having human spells, he has 3 animal forms, and we wanted to make sure that there were interesting combos between all of them. The Druid is our first hybrid strength and intelligence class. That means he has to have the ability to use spells and attacks. As a human, the Druid typically uses magical staves to harness the powers of the earth and the natural world. One of the
Okay,
first
Slinky
skills
would
you will
like
learn
that.
is the ability to create small volcanoes
Tornado.
from the earth. This skill spits out balls of magma at your enemies, and will continue to do so for some time. While the volcano is active, turn into an animal and wade into melee range. Many of the skills you use as a human last for a significant period of time, giving you a good chance to turn into an animal and rage out. But how do you turn into an animal, you may ask?
That's just
Well, the answer is
cremation.
a new weapon type
Yeah.
that Druids use, animal
Okay.
talismans. When you equip an animal talisman, you can choose which animal form you would like the talisman to represent. Depending on what you choose, you'll be given that animal's
Wait,
basic
so
attack
this can
as a
be
new
used on
skill to
any
equip.
character?
For a
Any
bear,
character can
that's
be a
a ball.
druid? Or does it have to be
Turn into a
druid?
bear, simply use the skill. Your character will instantly transform into a bear and attack. If you want to change back to a human, just cast a spell. You will instantly swap
I
back
hope
and
not.
cast it.
I think that's the case,
We
because it's
wanted
a
to make
weapon,
sure that
yeah?
Swapping between forms was seamless and
Dead Eye
convenient.
Druid,
Changing forms should be
97%.
something that you do without even thinking about it all the time in battle.
Maybe.
In order to allow for hybrid melee and caster gameplay, most of the skills you use in your human form last for some time and aid your animal skills in some way. The volcano we used earlier will emit
Witch
more molten
Druid,
balls whenever you
yep.
hit it with a slam, making it perfect for use with your bear form's furious slam.
Beyond, can you handle snoozes today? You're unable to snooze while at work?
While in bear form,
Thank you,
many
Beyond.
of your abilities use rage.
Thank you,
There are a
babe.
lot of ways to generate rage, but the easiest one is simply smash your enemies with
That
more.
slam look nice? It does look really good.
Once you see the runes on your back glowing, it means you have enough rage to do a much more devastating version of your furious slam. Your bear form can also go on a
Is that the
rampage,
auto attack?
stomping the ground as you demolish your foes. The more rage you have, the longer the rampage lasts. and doing it over a volcano makes it even better. As you consume
Why do I
rage,
see
your
no
bear
effect?
form will generate endurance charges, and these can be used with skills like Ferocious Roar. Ferocious Roar is a war cry that empowers your subsequent attacks to break your opponent's armor. The more endurance charges you have when you use it, the more empowered attacks you will get.
ZDPS.
But
You can be a
Ferocious Roar
bear
has
and
another
punch
special feature
people?
too.
Fuck yes.
It's a meta gem that allows you to
Ooh.
socket any Warcry gem from another class
Yep,
into
you
it,
can.
giving you the ability to use these skills as a bear. Use the Warrior's Infernal Cry skill to make your enemies explode.
Okay.
Or use Seismic Cry to stun your enemies and double up the number of slams you do.
Oh, this could be a clear
You
speed
can even use it with
beast.
Ancestral Call, a
Well,
skill that turns you
maybe
into the
not. I
fire
mean,
god
Deadeye
to
still
Hell.
exists.
Ever wondered what the Karui god of war would look like if he was a bear? Well, wait no longer.
That's pretty cool.
Finally, build up enough rage and you can use one of the bear's
But if you want a bear to punch you in the back of the head, use Grinder. Okay. Don't tell Fishy about Grinder.
A true bear apocalypse. Now the
What
bear
the
is known for
fuck?
being a slower and more lumbering animal, with slower attacks.
We don't know if
and heavy
Deadeye still
slams.
exists. They might have
What if you
Shatter
want
in
to
the
turn into
knees.
something a
They
little
might
more
have.
nimble?
It's possible.
Well, let's check out the second animal form for the druid, wolf form.
Oh, if
For
this
the
has
wolf
movement
form, we
speed.
want it to go fast and furious. Even just the wolf's basic attack will leap forward and rake his foes.
Why does
After
this look
attacking,
way
the wolf
better than the
stands up
bear?
on 2 legs, but after running for a short time, he goes back on all fours, allowing to move more quickly between packs of enemies. The wolf has a lot of cold attacks based on his association with the
Oh
moon.
shit, a wolf,
And the first
even
of these
better.
is Lunar Assault. It's great for freezing your enemies in place.
Oh, it's
After
ZDPS.
they're frozen,
Ooh.
use your basic rake attack to knock shards of ice off your enemies, which land on the ground nearby and explode. If you want to get into battle quickly, you can use your
Wolf Monk
pounce
Flicker
attack.
Strike.
This skill leaps at a target and applies a mark to them. Killing the marked enemy will summon a wolf minion to your side, allowing them to fight with you. Mark and kill as many enemies as you can to build up a sizable pack. While an enemy is marked, your wolves will prioritize that target and do more damage the more wolves you have. So make sure you keep your pack strong.
Are they
Now, one
permanent
problem
duration?
You might run into is your wolf pack dying in boss fights. You often don't have any enemies that you can mark and kill in order to regenerate your pack. To deal with this problem, you can use Cross Slash. Cross Slash jumps backwards and does a vicious double slash. Any marks on your target explode and triggers their abilities. This allows you to pounce to mark an enemy and then summon a wolf even without killing it. Cross Slash also has another feature though. Remember those ice fragments from before? Well, Cross Slash will propel any ice shards on the ground towards its central target. First, freeze your enemies with Lunar Assault. Then rake them to create as many ice fragments as you can. Then follow up with Cross Slash to generate a field of icy explosions to obliterate your enemies.
I didn't see any obliterating.
If they're still alive after that, your pack of wolves can finish them off. Just
Combo
like with the bear's raw
skills.
skill earlier that allows you to use skills from other
Well,
classes,
combo
Pounce is also a
skills
meta gem that you can socket
aren't
mark
the
skills from other classes
problem.
into.
Our
So
damage
for
is the
example, you might want to
problem.
try adding Freezing Mark from the Monk to Pounce. After pouncing at an enemy, Cross Slash to explode the mark and gain extra cold damage for a time. The wolf has many
XDD,
other
cold
ways to
damage
go all
on an
out
icy
cold,
eddy.
though. Using the Arctic Howl Walk.
The trailer
will
always
add
has
cold
ZDPS
damage
though,
and chill
yeah,
ground to
that's
any
true.
slam, while buffing your pack of wolves as well.
We need to see in game
You can
ourselves.
also use it to
Yeah.
freeze enemies that are
That
close
is
to being
true.
frozen, making it much faster to use your other combos. Finally, the wolf also has the ability to call down the power of the moon to transform into an Arctic werewolf with Lunar Blessing. In this form, you move and attack more quickly and deal extra cold damage. Consuming
Oh?
Rage will extend the duration of your Arctic wolf form, so you could try a hybrid bear and wolf build if you want
He
to utilize
swapped
the
from
skill to its
bear
full effect.
and... Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay.
Alright,
That's
let's
interesting.
Talk about the third form available to the druid, and I think it's a cool one. The Wyvern. The Wyvern has a number of long-range breath abilities.
One Piece is
That
real.
doesn't mean you can't get into melee range when you want
What?
to. The basic attack of the Wyvern is Rend. Jump forward into combat and slash your enemies with your lethal talons.
Jump
If they're close to being
forward.
stunned, You can blow them off balance with a blast from your wings. causing an
What?
explosion of
Yep,
damage.
you can become a worm.
After the battle, though, it's time to feed. Devour the corpses of monsters to create power charges.
Whoa.
And this is when the Wyvern's abilities really come online.
Power charges.
When using Rend, you can consume a power charge to charge up your wings with lightning. But only does
Okay.
this do a bunch of damage.
That's
it
pretty
allows you
cool.
to turn this melee skill into a much larger AoE attack.
Of course, it's lightning damage.
Once your wings are charged, your Wing Blast will also do lightning explosions for even more
Lightning
damage.
best confirmed, yep.
If your enemies are close to death, no need to wait for them to actually die.
Need
When
that
you see
skill
this
from
blue
Bird.
marker,
Eat
just
corpse,
devour
spit
them
it out.
alive. Fresh meat is much tastier after all.
Damn.
Alright, so those are some melee options. But how about range? Well, you wouldn't be much of a dragon if you couldn't breathe fire after all. Rolling Magma is the first of the Wyvern's breath attacks.
No.
Spit balls of fire that bounce along the ground.
It's rolling magma.
These balls will trigger volcanoes as
XDD.
well.
Wait, that's
So it's a
way
good
better
idea
than
to
the
cast one as
bear.
a human right before you start spitting.
Cremation is spitting out way more proj. What the fuck?
But that's not all you can spit. You have something a little nastier in that gullet of yours. Spitting a barrage of oil at your enemies will cover them in a viscous sludge that makes them
Ooh.
easier to ignite. If you have power charges, though,
A
plant your
worm
wings
doesn't
to the
have
ground
wings.
and
It's
vomit
closer to a
barrage of
Chinese
lightning-infused
dragon, if I remember
projectiles.
correctly.
The more power
This is a
charges you
wyvern.
have,
The wings
more
are
you
also
can do
its
this for.
arms. Generally
But
doesn't
make
have
sure you
front
keep your
legs
foes
that
at range. You're
are
vulnerable
separate
to
from the
melee attacks
wings.
or channeling this skill. In order to help with that, let's take a quick diversion back to some of your human abilities.
Damn.
As a druid of Scoth, you have the ability to harness the power of nature to create entangling vines to slow down your enemies. Another of nature's punishments is the thunderstorm. Creating one of these will create periodic strikes of lightning from the sky, and will also make your enemies wet. Why is that useful? Well, of course, things that are wet are easier to shock.
Wet.
Use it with lightning damage from your wyvern form to enhance your damage.
That's kind of cool.
Making things wet also
That is
makes them
good.
easier to freeze, so it works nicely with your wolf form as well.
Wow, that's actually
And
kind
you know
of
what else
strong.
likes water? Plants. Water your plants to give them various extra abilities. Use Lightning Storm with Entangle to make them last longer, and attach more vines to each enemy, slowing them further. Summon Thrashing Vines to slam at your enemies for a time.
But that's actually cool.
Any that are created in water will be larger and deal more damage.
But how good is the clear?
Now then, with our enemies sufficiently subdued
Poison
with our
Druid,
plants,
what's this do
time to really lay
to?
into them with our lightning-infused barrage.
Oh.
Now,
This way
this
to
last
class has
wyvern
no
ability
movement
is
skills
just
and nobody
ridiculous,
plays.
But we felt like we had to do it. Use Flame Breath to take to the skies and rain down a stream of fire on your enemies. You have wings, so we have to take full advantage of them after all. So fly around and burn in it.
Honestly, that looks pretty fucking cool. They make this and they delete fucking demon form on
Now,
the
there are a few other skills we didn't cover.
the
There's
infernal
one in particular that
the
I think will open
infernalist.
up a lot of builds. Spell Totems. Spell Totems
Hey,
are the
well,
that let you create a
Palstron is
totem
coming
automatically
right now.
cast
He's like,
any spell in the game for a time.
spell totems.
In order to create one, you will need to spend 3 endurance or 3 power charges. You could use them to throw fireballs, summon comets,
White
or shower
mobs
the
take
area in
60
lightning.
seconds to kill.
Really, the options are kind of endless. Your bear form can easily generate endurance charges by consuming
Ooh.
rage, and your wyvern form can easily create power charges by eating corpses. So it's pretty easy for the druid to get the charges needed. But they're
Okay.
also available from quite a few other places as well. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of different spellcaster classes thinking about how best to take advantage of these.
Huh.
Now, of course,
That's pretty
along
cool.
with a new class comes a
You
bunch
need
of new
Tornado
support troops.
Totem. You can
We've
probably
added
do
over
that.
30 new supports throughout the game. But I'll show you a
You
few
going to
cool
play
ones here.
PoE 2 this league? Or
Fan the
negative?
Flames
You'd
can be
rather
added
play
to
nearly
wing
any
skill
other
to spit
game.
Fire from one ignited
Holy
enemy
shit.
to the other enemies behind them. It's great for the Wyvern's Wing Blast. We can also use it on many other classes with wind skills.
Spark Druid, here you
Twisters on the
come.
Huntress, or the Monk's staggering palm projectiles.
I mean, no one cares about those.
Accelerated growth causes extra explosive plants to erupt from the ground whenever you grow plants with rain. And Advancing Storm changes storm skills like your Thunderstorm or Tornado to move across the battlefield. It's great for watering plants en masse, or to turn tornadoes into a real disaster by sucking up multiple ground effects as they travel along. And the Sorceress might like to use it with Firestorm as well. Echoing Cry causes your Warcry skills to echo. They will repeat a couple more times with a delay after you use them, giving you more empowered attacks. Use it for the Druid's animal form Warcries, or on the Warrior for a nice power boost. Grounding shocks causes monsters you shock to turn into living Tesla coils.
Tornado
arcing
looks
lightning to
dope,
nearby enemies.
actually.
You could
It
use
looks
with your
dope.
empowered wings for an extra
It
gravity
does.
boost. But it's also great with any other shocking skill. Try it out with Lightning Spear. It obviously needed more AoE clear. There's a whole
Obviously.
pile more, but we'll leave those for you to discover.
Oh no. Well, Lightning Spear,
Now,
here
the
we
new class
go.
comes to Ascendancy classes. The Druid will have 2 options for now, with a third being released later. The first class is the Shaman.
Oh.
The Shaman channels nature's elemental fury and can harness rage as a spellcaster, unifying his animalistic
Ooh.
and magical tendencies.
Rage.
By allocating Druidic Champion, you gain spell damage the angrier you are.
More
And
spell
with
damage.
Furious Wellspring, you generate rage continuously and can
What's
spend it to
the-
empower your spells.
What's
With
the base
knowledge
max
of the
rage? Is it
Asmerian
30?
Magi, the Shaman can harness untapped power from runes and idols. After allocating
Spark,
Wisdom of the
Arc,
Magi,
Tornado, Shaman
you will
Titan.
notice that all runes and idols have extra mods only available to the Shaman. These new mods
Only.
unlock countless new possibilities for enhancing your build.
Bonded. Oh.
You can also allocate Bringer of the Apocalypse, allowing you to become a walking natural disaster. After dealing enough elemental damage, storms of all elements rain around you, destroying all who would face nature's fury. There are other abilities for the Shaman, but I'll just show a few from each
It looks
class
so
for now.
delayed though.
The other Druid Ascendancy is the Oracle. The Oracle perfected the power
Yo,
of foresight
that art
and
looks
utilizes
so
this in combat
good.
to gain massive advantage.
Holy shit.
When taking Fateful Vision, you will see visions of your future self using specific skills. If you decide to follow this path by using the skill yourself, it will do significantly more damage. And with converging paths, at a critical moment in battle,
Good
when a
art
monster
equals
is
shit
vulnerable to freeze,
class.
stun, or electrocution, the Oracle can use Moment of Vulnerability to see a vision of the enemy's future, and then merge it with the current timeline, allowing him to deal damage to both. And one of my favorites, when
DD?
you first become an Oracle, you'll notice over 130 new extra passives appear in the Druid section of the tree. By allocating the Unseen Path, you use your power of foresight to learn from alternate futures and gain skills that would otherwise be unavailable to you. For example, self-sacrificing allows you to be able to summon more minions by reducing the spirit costs, with the trade-off of making your reservation skills cost more spirit. Or Corruption Endures, which allows oracles to have a small chance to avoid death. Both the Druid Ascendancies offer interesting and unique ways to gain
7%
modifiers
chance
that
to
no other class
avoid
can
death.
give.
No one's
So we're
taking
expecting
that.
a huge variety of build possibilities from these. Now there are unique talismans for the Druid to use as well. We won't spoil all of them, but this
Okay,
one was
this-
particularly cool.
Clear speed looks pretty good.
Fury of the King turns your bear form into a fire demon, converting most of your
Ooh.
damage to fire. As a demon, you can also use Molten Crash, a
That's
jumping
cool.
slam attack that leaves fissures around you. This unique also continuously grants glory, allowing you to use your ultimate
Look at
abilities
that
more
flat though. What the
easily. And
hell?
of course, the Druid isn't the only thing we're adding to 040. We still have a bunch more to show. With every
If you have
new
something
release, we
good,
create a new
you
league
don't need good
with new
advertising.
mechanics,
But
new
to sell
critical
something
bosses,
shit, the
and
first
a
thing you
new
need
story to
is
tell.
art to
This
generate
time
community
is
hype.
no exception. So let's roll the trailer for the fate of the Val.
The palace. of
Oh my
Queen
booba.
Ciri.
Holy shit.
It is a ruin, but in the dark, machines still churn. The temple has many functions, and with it,
Oh.
a chance to save the Val.
Oh, interesting. So that's the new incursion? Wow.
Travel into the past again and again.
Reused bosses?
Open
Okay,
the
okay.
temple, uncover its secrets.
Val is like an alien in Indiana Jones form.
Rewarded for your sacrifice.
Whoa.
And somewhere in the deepest chamber, my queen awaits.
I beg of you, hear me. The beast cannot give you what you desire.
You may have studied it, Doriani, but you do not know it
Ooh.
like I do.
Booba.
It adores me.
Oh shit.
Come now, give unto me your desire. At last, fulfill my soul.
That's not Booba.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Fate of the Vaal League, you will find remnants of the ancient Vaal civilization scattered throughout Rayclast. They seem to attract nearby creatures and affect them strangely. After killing them, the remnant appears to gain some amount of power, but not enough to fully activate it. It seems you will need to find 5 more of these arcane devices.
Gunnar
and
League,
sacrifice the
lots
monsters you find there to fully activate one. But things don't always go to plan. These devices are old, and sometimes infected by corruption. Twisted versions of ancient Vaal may emerge, and sometimes even stronger
go
foes.
to Ned.
On fully activating one of the devices, you
Understandable.
finally discover its true purpose. A
If
portal
you mean
opens
bed,
and takes you deep
alright.
underground to a lost
See ya,
temple.
Tito. Thanks for hanging
Once
out,
the
dude.
home of Atziri,
Have a good sleep,
Queen
man.
of the Vaal. What treasures could
GGs.
still be inside? I think you're gonna want to find out. In front of the entrance is a console of some kind, and on activating it, you can see a map of the temple. Atziri's personal chambers are on the far side, but how could anyone get there? There are disconnected rooms, and the layout doesn't seem to make sense. And that's when you realize the purpose of the ancient devices scattered through Rayclast. The temple is powered by sacrifice, and
Oh
this
my,
energy
that's
can be used to
Boopa.
modify the
Holy.
very structure of the temple itself. Each time you run the temple, you will be given 6 rooms that you can place, allowing you to craft your own dungeon to explore. Place paths to link up the dungeon, and place rooms beside them full of precious loot.
I'm gripping.
After you are happy with your choices, open the temple and discover the results of your efforts. Each room contains different challenges along with its rewards.
Oh my
On
god.
entering a room, the doors will slam shut behind you and you will need to face the encounter within. But choose wisely. It's important where you place the rooms to get maximum returns. For example, when placing a commander, you could just place it anywhere along an existing path, but a much better strategy is to place it next to a garrison of troops for him to command.
Ooh.
With better leadership, the garrison will level up, making the monsters harder, but
This is
also
like Lake
more
of
rewarding.
Kalandra, but actually good.
Different rooms have different requirements for leveling up. For example, if you
Ooh.
want to fully level up a smithy, you will need to supply it with golems from an adjacent golem works,
Whoa.
and hook up a generator to the power network to supply it with power.
Ooh.
After doing so, the golems will be powered up, making them much more dangerous. You don't need to memorize what interacts with what. When selecting a room, you will be shown the locations that will make other rooms level up, and exactly what effect it will have on the temple.
Hmm.
After running the temple,
15%
a few of the
pack
rooms
size.
will destabilize and be removed. It will
Ooh.
be up to you to rebuild the temple, adding 6 more rooms each time you come back,
Oh.
making the temple larger and larger and larger. So, that's the basic functionality of the temple, but there is a lot more. Once Doriani finds out about your travels to Liraval, he will attempt to
Yo.
persuade you to take on a new mission. The temple entrance contains a prototype of the time portal device. It will be able to take you back in time, but only to one specific point, right before Atziri triggered the cataclysm that destroyed the Vaal. He requests that you go back and attempt to stop Atziri to prevent the Vaal from ever being destroyed.
Oh.
Atziri is on the far side of the temple, so you will need to expand the temple significantly to get
Tier
to her.
1.
And
So you
even
can get.
worse, her chambers can only be unlocked by a room that isn't currently accessible to you. In order to deal with that, you are going to need to visit the architect of the temple. To get to him, you will need to place path rooms. But while doing so, you will probably want to exploit some of the Val technology only available in the past. Once you can travel into the past, a whole new set of rooms are available to you, and they have some pretty insane rewards. At level 1, the corruption chamber can be used to corrupt a single item. But placing it next to a thaumaturge to run the place, and a sacrificial chamber to provide soul energy, you'll be able to level it up.
Double
And it's
corruption.
worth it. Because once you get the room to level 3, there are some very nice rewards to be had.
Pretty insane rewards, like 3 Alcorbs and 1
In
X.
a level 3 corruption
That's
chamber, you will
insane.
find this mysterious device. It has a slot to place an item, and it only accepts items that are already corrupted.
Oh.
What will happen to them? Well, normally once an item is corrupted, you can't modify it any further. But this device allows you to corrupt your item a second time, adding another enchantment.
Ah.
This has the capability to craft some very powerful items indeed.
I
But
see.
be warned, the Val
Rerolling
are all about
corrupts.
taking risks in the pursuit of power. There is a 50% chance that the item will be destroyed.
Oh. 50%. That's pretty high. Oof.
Each room has its own interesting mechanics and rewards when it levels up. Many of them contain bosses to fight, special drops, and in many
Trash.
cases, new crafting opportunities.
Oh.
For example, a level 3 alchemy lab has a nasty Val construct to fight. But if you can defeat it, you can find new corrupted soul cores. Like Guatalitzi's Thesis, which on boots allows you to sacrifice your life to run faster. Or Sitaqualotl's Thesis, which on gloves will revive one of your minions whenever an offering expires.
Eh.
Get a
Interesting.
sacrificial chamber to level 3, and you will need to face a highborn priest of sacrifice. Defeat him to be able to further corrupt a Val unique, modifying it in unpredictable ways. One of the mods of this unique will be removed and replaced with another random mod.
That helmet. Oh.
For example,
Oh, and
this soul mantle.
Falborn?
It
Wait,
gives you an
they added
additional
Falborn
totem,
to the
but
game.
lowers your totem's
Interesting.
life and curses you when they die. By using the machine, this could result in a terrible item if you remove the good mod, but also some amazing items if you replace the downside.
Interesting.
Now,
So it
one
is
extra thing
Falborn.
to mention about these Val crafting machines.
Oh.
You don't have to take the items you want to craft into the temple. If you don't have the item you want to craft with you at the time, then clicking this button will allow you to create a currency item instead, allowing you to do the craft later or trade it if you want.
Oh, that's actually
Now,
really
there are all
good.
sorts of interesting rooms you can find in the temple. But
We
the
know that
last
Val
one I
Uniques
want to show
were
you today
backported from
is the
PoE 2
Flesh
actually.
Surgeon.
Oh, we do? Oh, I didn't know that at all.
A Val Flesh Surgeon can be leveled up by placing
Damn.
him next to a high-level synth flesh lab.
Uh-oh.
But be careful. The Flesh Surgeon has some rather unpleasant experiments in his personal lab. Afterwards, you might notice the surgery table just sitting there. The Val are great at crafting
You're
items.
memeing?
Why not do some crafting
They don't
yourself?
even develop PoE 1 anymore.
After
What
laying
the
down,
fuck?
you'll be asked which limb you'd like to replace. Left arm, perhaps your right leg. Each
Oh.
limb can get a different set of random bonuses, so
Oh my
choose
goodness.
wisely. After getting up from the table, try out your new limb.
Oh, interesting.
It seems
What
to
the
work
hell?
fine, and even perform better than your normal one. Now, there is just one thing with replacing body parts. If you die and are resurrected, your body will return to its natural state. You might need to return to the Val Surgeons if you want another robot arm, and maybe get a better one next time.
Augments.
Some rooms, like the Commander, can give you
That's
a
actually
new type
interesting.
Of reward. Medallions that can be used to
Huh.
manipulate the temple in other
So
ways.
this makes softcore characters
Using a Quippalatl's medallion will
potentially
allow
a
you
lot
to
weaker.
artificially boost
That's
a
pretty
room,
cool.
even if it doesn't meet the normal requirements to level up. And a Huatalotli's medallion will stop rooms from destabilizing when you complete a temple. allowing you to guarantee getting a reward a second time.
They need to make that
Great
UI
if
a
you
bit
want to
more
stock up on
understandable.
double corrupts.
The lock
Now, with
on
all
the
that
side looks like
aside,
you can't use it.
Time to face the Architect, and you will be in for a fight.
Just wait till
Once
some
defeated,
armor's worth like
you will
10k
find
divines and a
another
dude dies with
console
it.
that can be used to modify the temple.
True.
But this one is special.
Probably.
It allows you to place new types of rooms with specific rewards. There are rooms with specific uniques, special runes, and currency. But
Wow,
also a
5
few
exalted
other, more
orbs.
niche crafting experiments.
Like
Like this
These are
one,
all
that can
arenas.
extract the socket balls back out of an item at the cost of destroying it.
your spork will fuck everything in this. Well, that is true.
Something really important is every league we release a significant amount of content for the in-game. In order to make sure that the Fate of the Veil works well for late-game players, we've added many mechanics to make sure that you can scale the difficulty and rewards to match.
Okay, okay.
Getting some rooms to level 3 adds extra mods to the entire dungeon, and these stack with each other. So in endgame, when you can get some really big temples, you can generate a challenge that can even match the strongest of characters.
Oh, interesting.
We also start to introduce ways to store up energy for the temple, allowing you to save up many runs so you can do them later at your leisure, and not interrupt your mapping too often.
Okay.
Now in each league, it's important that we have a new pinnacle boss to test your character's might. In the Fate of the Veil, you will get to face Adzeri while she was at the peak of her power. One of the rewards you will gain by defeating the Architect is the ability to place the Royal Access Chamber. Once connected to your temple, you can visit it to finally reach the Queen of the Veil herself. This fight takes place at a critical moment in history.
Why do we not
as
get a way to
Adzeri
scale
communes with
difficulty
the
in
beast's
PoE
power,
1? Rewarding
it takes her
ways?
true
Because you know
corrupted
that they
form.
only nerfed loot, not our
Now,
ability to
we're not
make
going to show you
Titanic
the whole
stuff.
fight, but we will tempt you with one of the
Do not
rewards.
know.
This is Adzeri's rule. This staff gives additional levels to all of your
Holy-
corrupted gems
what
and lets
the-
you trade life for extra damage.
What the
But
hell?
in addition to that, while using the staff, mirrors of refraction will constantly appear on the battlefield. Any projectile you fire at these will split into a nova, and they can chain from one to the other.
So,
Isn't that
that's
kind
the
of
Fate
good?
of the Veil League. But we are also
But-
bringing the previous league, Rise of the
But
Abyssal, into the core
not
game,
Booba, but.
along with a few changes.
Now, for those of you who haven't seen what happens when a league is over, it's important to understand that you will not be seeing abysses in every area anymore. Rise of the Abyssal is now one of the league mechanics that can show up randomly in
Yes,
endgame.
Booba.
If you want to specialize in running abysses, there is now a tablet that will allow you to add them to any map you run.
Okay.
You can also craft the tablet to add abyss-specific mods to enhance how they function. Now that Abyss is core, it also needs its own Atlas tree.
Ah.
You can
Okay.
gain your first points by completing an Abyss. But there are more available for doing depths and killing certain bosses. And there are a bunch of different options. You might just want more monsters and bosses. But you can also make finishing an Abyss have a chance to overrun a nearby map with the Abyssal. Or make your Waystone modifiers also apply to Abyssal depths. You could specialize in the interaction with other leagues, or specialize in a specific Abyssal faction. One of the important elements that we have heard loud and
Do not
clear
look at
is that
PoE 2
needing to do
Discord.
Abyss crafting on Waystones
You did not post
is
anything
quite
in there.
annoying. So, we have removed that.
Oh.
In fact, we have removed instilling from Waystones as well.
Oh
This
shit.
mechanic felt mandatory on maps because it boosted the value of all other content. But it
True.
was both annoying to do and resulted in a lot of visual clutter. Instead, we are bringing back some of that power on tablets.
Scarabs are
But you
leaked.
don't need to craft nearly
Oh.
as often, since they last for 10 maps each. Once you defeat the Arbiter of Ash, you will be able to upgrade tablets to a rare with 4 mods using regular currency.
What?
Even this isn't enough to fully bring back the power you could have gotten from instilling, so we have also buffed the bonuses that tablets give. Going forward, we're not going to be adding any more crafting directly to waystones outside of the basic currency, because it adds too much micromanagement.
Okay.
But on that note, Fate of the Veil does bring the ability to corrupt your tablets, hoping to get one of many different random outcomes.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
Now, with regard to Delirium Fog, even though you shouldn't have to have it on every map anymore, we still did want to make it less visually annoying. Delirium Fog has been toned down significantly, so you won't feel like you're just playing in a sea of grey.
Thank
Another
God.
big source of problems in the endgame is the feeling of getting overwhelmed with monsters. In 031, we reduced the number of monsters in early endgame in order to help with this, but still scaled up the number of monsters to previous levels by the time you got to tier 15.
I mean,
Well,
was that really the
after
issue,
letting
or was
this
our
simmer for a
damage the
while,
issue?
we are
Because we
still
just need
getting
more
this
damage
kind
to
of
deal with
feedback.
that.
So we are no longer going to scale up the number of monsters you go as you get deeper into the
That's
endgame.
weird. I think it's weird as
Instead,
well.
we are scaling up the difficulty and rewards by the same amount. So to be clear, instead of increasing the number of monsters by 40%, they will
What is this
instead
build,
drop
though?
40%
What the
more
fuck?
items, grant 40% more experience, and have 40% more
Bro,
monsters.
this build looks
In addition to all
insane.
the normal scaling they get due to being
Hell
higher.
yeah. What
This
the
only
fuck?
applies to regular monsters, not bosses. We have also reduced the speed modifiers that monsters can get sometimes, which also helps a lot with this. Now,
You're definitely
we
not
did
playing
have a
this
large
watered
amount
down version of
content for
PoE
in-game
1?
plan for
Dang.
040, but unfortunately we just
PoE
didn't get time to
showcasing
finish it.
damage?
The scope was
No
a bit too
way.
large, and so we would need
Also,
to
hey,
wait until
PoE
050 for that.
Hope you're doing good.
But rest assured, there will be a ton of upgrades for the existing leagues, as well as new pinnacle bosses, and a significant overhaul to the Atlas passive tree coming soon. Now, another problem that becomes a much bigger issue in the endgame is game performance.
Thank
And
the
we have done
gods.
a lot of work here. The primary issue is CPU load. And to address that, a
Always
lot
has
of things
been.
have been optimized. And we
Okay.
have done a lot of work to take advantage of more of your CPU cores.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You should see frame rates of at least 25% higher, and a lot less bad frame spikes during gameplay. It does make quite a big difference, especially on consoles. A lot more work in this area is ongoing, and you will continue to see performance improvements over the next few months.
Okay.
Of course, another important area
Wait,
is
wait.
game balance.
Oh, wait.
And
Well,
we
we'll
have
read
made
it after
a
this.
lot of changes. Now, most of these we will save for the patch notes, but I'll do a quick summary of some of the numbers. As well as adding 11 new unique items, we have rebalanced dozens of others that are not currently used very often. We've also done a pass over lineage supports. 21 of them have been rebalanced, as well as adding 9 more. Alongside the 2 new Druid ascendancies, we have made balance changes to almost all the others,
Okay.
with some of them getting a grander rebalance, such as the Smith of Katava. Alongside the 20 plus new Druid skills, we've also rebalanced 90 other active skills across all the different classes. And to top it all off,
90.
there are also over 250 new passive skills added to the passive tree. These changes should go a long way to increase the viability of many more skills, uniques, and overall build variety that can tackle our most challenging content. Next up, we're going to be talking about
Supporter
our new supporter
packs.
packs. Today, we're launching 2 new series of supporter packs.
Oh,
The
shit.
Precursor and Kalgurin packs. Each tier contains the pack's full face value in points, alongside several exclusive microtransactions.
They need to get rid of
As
that.
always,
This
the
specific mace
microtransactions in
attack.
these packs
It's
are
so
purely
dog shit.
cosmetic and do not affect your character's power
It's
or
so
progression
slow.
in any way.
I'm buying it with
The
gold.
Precursor series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. First up, the Marble Statue Character Effect. Once you finally stay still for a moment, a podium rises up out of the ground to immortalize you,
Everything
turning
looks
your
slow.
skin to marble.
Damn.
When you next move, the stone crumbles around you.
Eh.
The Precursors had mastery over gravity manipulation.
Ooh.
So too can you, now with the Gravity Well portal.
What the fuck? That looks kind of cool.
Witness the power of its pull as you approach it.
Draw in enemies with your own gravitational pull with the Awakened Precursor armor set.
Yo, that armor looks fucking
Precursors designed and built
poggies.
many mysterious ancient beings. This one used to serve as a scout that would patrol and tase intruders. Why salvage gear yourself when the Master of the Forge can do it for you? Molten gold spills out as the Forge Master breaks down your items.
Oh, that's cool.
The Relic of the Precursor's map device is a mysterious machine that sits atop ancient colossal statues.
Ooh.
It keeps track of the number of charges consumed on your Precursor tablets used in the device.
Huh.
The Kalguran Pack series also contains
What
6
the
exclusive
fuck?
microtransactions.
Ooh. That's a nice
The
level up
Kalgurans
effect.
had astounding skill in astronomy, being able to track cosmic events with absolute precision. Harnessing that skill, with the Astronomer's level up effect equipped, you too can now see exactly how long it took you to level up as it outputs the time in chat.
Yo, that's actually
The
really
time
cool.
taken to reach your last 3 levels is also displayed on the item, so you can link
Oh.
it when you have a time you're proud of.
Wow.
Crush
That's actually
unique
really
enemies
cool.
by unleashing the wrath of the lost Kalguran fleet, led formerly by Captain Heartland himself.
Bruh.
A Kalguran seafarer needs armor fit
You're
for
gonna
the
be looking in this
treacherous
channel
seas
and
of
see if it's
Rayclast.
for me. Alright.
This set has you covered with the classic
Thanks for
tricorn
lurking, PoE
and of course a pigling.
Alright, let's read what Winning said. Who the fuck did the math? 40% less monsters means that you have 40% less loot. If it's 60% of what's
These gilded
left
weapons can be
drops
applied to
40% more,
wands,
then you only get
two-hand maces,
84%
and
loot relative to
shields.
before. The devs are still bad at PoE 2. I
After
mean,
a
he
long day of
specifically
plundering
said that
loot,
it
retreat
is
to the
less.
Kraken's Cove hideout, a home of some of the
It
most
is less
deadly
than the
ocean-dwelling creatures in
delirium.
Rayclast. Many ships have met their demise here. What better to accompany you in Kraken's Cove than a kraken itself? Replace your stash with a dormant kraken, waiting for its prey. As you approach, it will awaken and terrify both you and any guests in your hideout. Alongside
God
this,
damn.
an extra stash skin item will be granted to you. And when placed,
Minus
will
40%
automatically
attack
open to
speed
any
unique
stash
buff.
tab set with the
Whoa.
currency affinity, to help having to
Ooh.
navigate through your tabs.
That's cool.
Additionally, any microtransactions from these supporter packs will be made available for use in Path of Exile 1.
Wow.
Thank you very much for all your ongoing support. We're just about to
That
start
finisher
the Q&A
is gonna
with
cause some
ZD.
serious
Afterwards,
FPS lags.
At 11 AM NZ time, we'll post the patch notes. With release at the end of next week, our community team will be posting crucial information you'll need for the release. Keep an eye on the
Patch
news.
notes. Okay.
Thanks for joining us today and checking out our latest developments. We're looking forward to playing alongside our fellow shapeshifting exiles, all while uncovering Lost Val secrets by doing some dungeon crafting. We'll begin the Q&A shortly, so please get your questions ready.
Literally says 2 hours from now. Yeah. Alright. That was pretty poggies, actually. Not bad.